Hello, you've reached the office of Rhine Lab Control, Kristen Wright. Miss Wright is currently unable to take your call. Please leave your message after the tone. Thank you.
This is bad, Kristen. I think I screwed up. I'll admit, the Colonel's smart. He caught on to my little tricks last time I made a delivery. He's been all eyes on me along with Ferdinand's people. It took a whole bunch of clones just to get away here. Ferdinand's gonna make his move at Rhine soon enough. I just know it. And the other directors have to fall in line. The only other option is to play dumb. Ugh, jeez. I might have nowhere to run anymore. Seriously. I'm a little scared. Just a tiny, tiny bit, but you get where I'm coming from, right? Not to worry, though. I'm still going to uphold our agreement. 100%. Kristen, I can't help but wonder. If she was still here, maybe we wouldn't...
Miss Muses, I suggest you stop struggling. Your marathon from Rhine HQ to the commercial districts wasted our entire evening.
Let me guessy. Dead end for me? You'll always catch me as long as I'm somewhere in Tri-Mounts.
No, forget Tri-Mounts. It'd be the same in any city. This is Columbia. The charges stick to lawbreakers, rain or shine.
This is about me breaking confidentiality with the military, right? In which case, you should give me some time to call my lawyer, and not send a cajillion armed mercs on me in the middle of a street.
I'll say again, we're in Columbia. We don't operate by the books unless by the books is what we need. In other scenarios, we like efficiency.
Alright. Do I still get a little chat with Ferdinand? Maybe me and him can still straighten out this whole mix-up before it's too late.
Nuh-uh. That's not in my orders here.
Didn't Ferdinand hire you?
Ferdinand Clooney might be your coworker, but he's just a partner of convenience to me. I've got no personal stake in Rhine infighting, ecological, energy. I don't give a damn, and my employer doesn't care who exactly we're cooperating with. What we want is results. Rhine Lab provides the goods, my employer puts thought into their use. And your tiny little oops moment lost you the last ounce of our trust.
If I said I didn't mean to, would you believe me? I'm a researcher, you know. I've got this habit of hanging on to test data here and there.
Habit? You had all this time to think of an excuse and that's it? I'm so sorry to tell you. Your fancy brand of charisma doesn't work on me. I'm given to understand Ferdinand warned you not to let a whisper of any of the testing leak before the government passed every bill tied to it. Your elven blood stretched the expiration date on your good looks. That likewise ensures you don't form any forgetful habits, right?
You know I'm...
An elf? I read the files. I know who I'm working with. Part of my job, you see? So come, let's cooperate some. Whatever illusion you were going to concoct next, it'd be as useless as the last.
Sheesh. I guess I really am cornered.
I guess that's why you're stalling so long. You think you can dupe me? I'm not the brute forcing type. I don't go off half-cocked, and I'm not one of your colleagues married to the lab. Got you.
At this temperature, water molecules don't hear my call. Is this your arts? Or some kind of special technology?
Are you really free enough to discuss issues of science with me, Director Muses? Sorry, but I'm tired of playing hide and seek, and I don't want any sudden acts of iced water getting my plumage or hair wet.
You're no ordinary merc.
Flattered. No, you still have one last chance to answer my question. Kristen Wright, Rhine Lab Control, has spent the past several years buying up a massive amount of high-purity, hard material from companies high and low. What kind of experiment is she running?
Why are you helping Ferdinand if you and your employer care so much about Control's test?
That's not the right answer. That's not an answer. That's another question, in fact.
I don't have any of the answers you're looking for.
Your file says you love using your blood-given abilities to toy with people. I'm a little surprised you turned out to be so loyal to the Control.
Loyal? I'm just looking out for myself.
Aw, you're telling me you don't want this chance at all? In which case, Miss Muses, our partnership is hereby terminated.
Terminated?
Terminate her.
Saria, you gotta make it in time for Kristen.
At 3 a.m. Overcast. Main district of Tri-Mounts.
Still waiting for your appointment, ma'am. She should have been here 10 minutes ago. I've never counted on her to be punctual. But if our last comms were anything to go by, she was the one desperate for this meeting. Maybe she backed out again. We all know the director of Rhine Lab Ecological prefers to hide the truth behind all those smiles of hers. I don't trust Mulesies. I wouldn't easily trust anyone choosing to remain at Rhine Lab at this point. But partnerships are built on more than just trust. Did you trust me the moment I first met you?
The truth, ma'am? When I saw you standing outside my door, I almost went straight to the kitchen to grab a knife or something and call the cops along the way.
Good head on your shoulders. Still, Rhine Lab wouldn't use force to threaten a retired employee who signed an NDA. At least, not while I was still in defense. A new message.
Something wrong, ma'am? You look serious. Serious enough to give me shivers.
Change of plans. Mulesies isn't coming.
Something happened to her? Right when she was about to meet you?
Erickson, I need a favor.
What is it?
Send the info I received to the local branch of this pharmaceutical company. Ask their operators to immediately inform Dr. Calcet and Doctor. I know they've been in Colombian territory recently. I need their help.
Five 11 a.m. Overcast. Test site 359. Tri-Mounts outskirts.
Morning, Doctor. You're up as early as ever.
Well-regulated circadian rhythm promotes stability of core data.
Data? You mean physiologically, right? You always pack that special sense of humor. I pulled an all-nighter just to get these figures. Director Franks is gonna rag on me for this.
Negative. Scenario inconsistent with typical behavior of Dorothy Franks.
Is that supposed to reassure me? Thanks, but even if she lets it fly, there's still Director Clooney, and I don't want to go back to him.
You're overdue for a good night's sleep, Helen.
Elena, you know we have evaluations next week. How am I supposed to sleep with an eval weighing on me? I can't lose this job. I'm still paying off student loans. Sorry, I know I keep bringing that up.
How's this sound? I'll raise your situation with the director once the experiment's over.
Seriously, Elena? You're the only one in all of Energy who isn't terrified of Director Clooney. What's your secret?
You just gotta be like me.
Spending every single day in the lab, making the director happy with every last thing you do? That's not realistic for me. Oh, right. I need to check in with Director Franks. Gotta go.
See you. I made coffee. You want some?
Excessive caffeine intake may aggravate oropathy, Elena.
I hear you. but I'm still not about to give up my life for what may. If the dogs had the final word, I'd be best of staying at Rhode Island with my sister. Same for you, right, Joyce? Medical wants you aboard long term.
Regulations state I must report back to Rhine Lab at regular intervals. Provision of medical services at this site is only a temporary assignment.
Sure, just a few days. And then you'll make back up with Dr. Silence in the city, right? Me and Dorothy will miss you.
Joyce needs rest. Work gets too intense here at the site. And you, Elena, if it wasn't for Ferdinand talking you up as his most outstanding researcher, I'd be on the case to kick you back to the city too.
So you're here at last, Dorothy. Helen just was looking for you. You didn't run into her?
Sorry, I wasn't paying attention.
Seriously, you're gonna work until you faint, huh? Forget me and Joyce. How many days have you gone without sleep? I've seen the rappers filling up your lab stress scan over the past week. Agripnotics, huh?
The experiment's already in its final phase. I promised the participants I would accelerate the pace so they can get back to their families sooner.
Caught me there. Who doesn't want this done sooner? Plus, as your assistant, I have to listen to you anyway.
Alright, can I ask my beloved assistant to do me another little favor then? I can't be out of the lab for too long. I want you to courier these heat emitters modules to some friends outside.
Heat emitters? We've been in the barrens for over a month. Where'd you buy this?
Warning. Rhine Lab technological components detected.
See? It took me and just one look to know you made this with lab materials. The Living Fossils Hub in business won't like that. You might be director of Originium Arts director, but that's not gonna change their turn any.
I know how their minds work. And I know even better that you won't report something this minor to Ferdinand, or any of the directors for that matter. They need these things. It's been getting cold lately, and their huts weren't built to last. They won't keep the chills out.
Dorothy, I've been wanting to say, don't you think you worry too much about them? They're pioneers. A team of them in Rhine Lab's employee. No pioneers gonna hang around anywhere for long, let alone my friends.
They're just a bunch of kids. Besides, I know what you're trying to say. You're worried about me. You're worried I'll feel empty once they're gone. That's my little assistant, always so considerate.
Don't read me like that. You're not my teacher, Director Franks.
Elena.
Fine. I'll do this one last favor. The very last one. Seeing as the experiment's nearly over.
So, we all set. Sonny? Sir?
Huh?
Got the heebie-jeebies?
What? Nah, that's never been my style.
You've been pacing labs about the cabin. 7 coming up 8.
I'm getting my mind in order. A lot of variables coming up next.
Sonny, I've been thinking, but, really going on the right track here? The scientists and the doctors, they've been plenty good to us, I say.
I told y'all already, 1 or 2 acts of kindness don't make a saint. Back in law school, my classmates loved all that charitable business. You know, donate a thing or 3 to treatment zones for infected. Maybe join a campus debate for justice, for what they went through. But once I came to be an unlucky, ill-ridden son of a gun too, well, guess how many times they visited me?
Yeah?
Not a single goddamn time. A year back, I went to borrow some money from an old college roommate. He worked at the biggest law firm in Max, DC. Picked up the phone, get this. He asked me who I was. Sorry, you were deferred for treatment, so that's why the grad book didn't have your contact. Huh. Most touching joke I ever heard, I tell you.
Real band of bastards, huh? We've seen plenty of them ourselves. All of us.
Once they're at a safe enough distance, it strokes their ego good to throw out a little benevolence, like they're feeding foul. And it makes a topic for their get-togethers too. You go on and guess if right this moment, in that laboratory, those respectable scientists are cradling their coffee cups, talking about us, huh? Nobody minds doling out good intent, not until it costs them anything for real.
Alright, boss, whatever you say. You've seen the most of us, paid the most mind. The word is gold.
This is the only way we've got. Nobody in the whole damn test site's gonna look out for us, except ourselves.
Come on, Joyce. Once I finish my coffee, we've got to get to work.
Medic! We need a medic!
You're one of the pioneers? You can't really just come in. You haven't gone through the content yet.
Don't you have a medic or a doctor? Something come over Sam all of a sudden. He's sick.
Sick? Is it neuropathy?
Are you a doctor? You gotta save him. You gotta save old Sam. Save us all. He's been running like a kettle since last night, and he's just starting running up blood.
Please input the patient's location.
He's in the nearest hut. We did like you told us last time. Gave him some painkillers, laid him down.
Understood. Initiating emergency treatment routine.
Joyce!
Apologies. Other tasks have reduced priority.
I know. I'm not trying to stop you, even if we're shattering safety regulations. Joyce, I'm gonna go with you.
You are not a medical worker, Elena.
Who gives you cares? Remember? I took basic medical training too. An extra pair of helping hands can hurt in a situation like this, right? Plus, I've got to make this trip anyway. With my errands with Dorothy. Might as well be now.
Here.
Where's the patient? Out of the way! Every second count with the acute AriaraShii onset. But...
Scan returned, no results.
Don't move.
Is that a nail gun?
There are no cases of acute neuropathy onset in the vicinity.
Sure aren't, Joyce. There's some healthy young men here. Couldn't have the strength to be pointing their near stool at us otherwise.
Hands up, ladies.
You're the leader of the pioneer team.
You remember me? I admit, I'm a touch surprised.
Sir, why have you tricked me and Joyce into coming here?
I trust you know Urbika. Dr. Urbika. That's how you say your surname, right?
You pronounce it beautifully.
Gonna trouble you to lend us your communication there, Doc. Pioneer team needs to ask your superiors a few questions.
Hiya! Make sure to hit us a likey and subscribe to Voice Nights so you get to see more voice works done by the lovely people behind the channel. Wouldn't want to miss that, right?